All right, let's see if this works. I don't know what happened. It just kind of locked up. I like couldn't see comments coming in anymore or anything. So I'm going to see if people come back in, and we'll finish working on this Nutcracker. And we will see what happens. So if you're catching this part, there was a part 1 where I showed what I'm making and everything, but it just kind of froze up. Uh-oh. See, I see people popping it. It says there's like the eyeball count is going up, but it's not showing me anything. Comments will appear here. Wait, what's that? Comments sent with 200 stars or more will appear here. No, I don't want that. Turn that off. Okay. Y'all, I still can't see comments. I don't know what's up. It was working fine, and then it just locked up. All right, well, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna paint his boots. I'm gonna paint them instead of doing paper on them, but I'm gonna do them in like a dark blue. Well, I'm gonna do them in a blue. Yeah, I can't see anything now. This is terrible. So I'm sorry if y'all are commenting. I just can't. I'm wondering if y'all can see each other's comments. It's not fair. Yeah, still nothing. And I see eyeballs up there, but it's not telling me who. It's not telling me if y'all are saying anything. It's very frustrating. Still nothing. Oh, Facebook. That is not nice. Nothing. Thank y'all for still being here. I just can't see what, if you're saying anything, I can't see it. But it'll be all right. These are still wet, but I'm gonna do, I might dry brush these a little bit to soften them up a little. I just want this to have like a wintry effect. Okay, so I don't know what color. I'm gonna do a lighter, well, let's see. What was that? Might do a brighter blue for the cuff. Let me see. No. Let's see here. I might do a dark blue cuff, darker blue. Might mix my own blue. I wonder why it said that a minute ago. It said comments with 200 stars will appear here. It's never said that. I turned that off. I don't even know where that came from. Oh, wait. Okay, I see. Is it Karenin? Is that your name? I see one name pop up. Y'all try to comment or something, and I'll see if I can see it. It just showed me that someone is watching. So maybe it's trying to. Oh, Amanda, thank you for this. Okay, now I see some. Okay. Throw money. Oh my God, that's weird. Okay, Amanda, I'm gonna send you some money for that. Throw money at her. I mean, now that's so weird. Angie. Hi, Sue. Hi, Jill. Karenin. That's a pretty name. Hi, Maureen. Hi, y'all. Okay, I don't know what happened. That's so weird. Okay. Maybe it was a trick. Maybe it was a trick because, you know, Facebook's not going to pay me for that. We learned Facebook's little trick. We're not falling for that no more. If you're in my private group, you know what I'm talking about. You know, they have it with stars where when people send stars, like, you know, you send stars. And honestly, I mean, stars do help. I mean, it helps cover, like, if you do Happy Mail and stuff like that. But the thing is, I think stars are like a penny. Isn't that right? Like, if you send 99 stars, you're sending 99 cents. But Facebook says you have to have $25 before they will give you that money. And, you know, if you get like 50 stars here, 20 stars here, you know, it could take forever, you know. So I think it's very tricky because then they're like, oh, they'll forget. What stars? You know, the stars last Easter. So they're a little tricky with that. I think these blues are two different colors. You'll still see what I'm doing. I know, it worked. Hey, Krista, again. Hey. Yeah, I saw somebody else having that glitch yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was the Crafty Farmers. She couldn't see anything. And she's right. She was saying, you know, it's so awkward having a conversation with yourself. I mean, it's kind of awkward anyway because I'm talking to y'all, but at least I can see if y'all answer back. If we can't, then that makes it hard. These are different blues, so it's looking weird. Yeah, if they buy stars, that's how the subscription group was. I ended up canceling my subscription group and opened up a new one on my own, and they go through my website. So if you want to join my private group, you go to my website, and I only open it up like the last 5 days of the month. I activate that link, and so you can go to my group and you can click on monthly private group, and it's a subscription thing, and it's set up where if they click it, they put in their information and everything, and it charges them once, every month at the beginning of the month. And Facebook was doing it where people were paying, it was $9.99 a month, and people were paying it, and after they took out, it was Apple, I think Facebook and Apple was taking 30%, and it depended if they joined off their phone, like if you went in through your phone and subscribed, or if you went in through a laptop, computer. But so they would send me like $6, and then I would end up spending about $4 or $5 on shipping. So I was like, y'all, this is costing me money. And I mean, that was if that didn't even include, the only people making money off that was the post office and Facebook or Apple. And I was like, and it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my subscribers' fault. I mean, the ladies in the group, so they were all like, well, how can we change it? And I was like, I don't know, but the only thing I could think of was to just cancel it and start a new one. Hang on, y'all. I'm sorry. I mixed these blues and I don't like the colors. So yeah, I guess stars are the same way, because now unless you're, I have been on some of the larger pages, like people that have like 500,000, or not 500, yeah, 500,000 followers. And you'll see stars, 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 stars. I mean, and I'm like, okay, well, that person's probably going to get paid, because it has to hit at least $25. So what is that? You need like 25,000 stars before you ever get paid. Hey, Helen. Hey, Donna. Facebook doesn't pay me. So basically, my Shopify account, I have an app on it called, is it called Appster or Appstore or something like that? And it's free, part of my Shopify thing. And it handles the whole, it's great too, because their support, their customer service, you can chat with them. And I mean, it's so easy. But yeah, they go in and sign up, and it's a subscription. So it automatically sets them up. So it automatically, I think it's on the first of the month. The t-shirt, I have a monthly craft group, a private craft group, and that's $10 a month. And then the t-shirt, I have a craft tee box. It's called Club Craft Tee Box, or Club Craft Tee, or something like that. It's a subscription box, and they get a t-shirt and a craft. It's a craft tee. That's, I think that one charges, I can't remember. One of them charges on the 1st of each month, and one charges on the day that you joined. So like if you joined on the 29th, it charges you on the 29th of each month for your subscription. I think the subscription, the private group is the day that you joined, I think. Hey, Misty. Hey, Diana. Hi, Debbie. And if I missed anybody, thank you for sharing, Angie. 9 more followers to reach 5,000. Y'all, I'm gonna do a big celebration if and when I hit that 5,000 followers. I'm gonna do, I've already been like making a list of what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have, and we'll plan an event. It's not gonna be like the day if it hits it. Once it hits it, I'm gonna plan a little party thing, and there's gonna be like Happy Mail. There's gonna be, I'm gonna give away 5 full kits, not just like sometimes my Happy Mail will be little pieces and stuff, or little craft supplies. So it's gonna be good stuff. There's gonna be giveaways. I wanted there to be cake and all that, but you know, y'all can't enjoy that, so I'm not gonna mail cake. But it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a fun celebration. Yeah, it's through yeah, and then once you join, like once your order comes in for that group, then you get an invitation and you get into the private Facebook group. So it's a lot of fun. We need to do, I was telling Callie, we need to do another recipe share. I used to get my daughter to help me do cooking lives. And we did that like what, in May and June? I know we did it in May over at her apartment. So I saw a recipe the other day for stromboli. Do y'all know what that is? It's like a giant hot pocket. I was like, we should make this on a live for the group. It looks so good. All right, let me show y'all where I'm at so far. Okay, these are, I'm just gonna show one. These are his pants, and there's his boot, and then I got the little cuff. This, I'm gonna dry brush this because this blue is a little too bright for, well, I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see how it looks, but all right, so there's his pants, his cuffs. Can y'all tell I'm like dodging around that jacket? The jacket's making me a little nervous because I just need to jump in on it. I just need to just go for it. Oh, something is, whenever I start sanding stuff, that's what it is. All those little fibers get to me. Okay. That's what my husband always says. Tackle the hard jobs first. Whatever's on your to-do list, do the hard stuff first. All right, so we're gonna just pop these pieces off. Okay, these are his, I got it upside down. These are his cuffs. Okay, and his belt, and his little buttons, and then his shoulder pad things. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Hey, Cooper, I didn't know you were over there. All right, shoulder pads. Okay, so this is the part I'm saying that I'm a little nervous about this part because I know I do the easy stuff. You can tell I'm kind of going around. Okay, so I got it upside down again. All right, this is going to be covered with his cuffs. His belt's going to cover this and his shoulder pads. So really, I'm worried about his sleeves and the jacket. And I would love for, see how that little triangle right there? I would love for his jacket to be different from that little shirt underneath. So I guess I could just cut out a triangle. I think I'm overthinking it, but let's see here. Boots over here. Here, Maggie. There goes Cooper. All right. Y'all. Oh, Donna, I didn't even see your comment. I hope you feel better. Okay. I really, the whole plan was to include this, hold on, how do I say it? Chinoiserie paper. Hey, Sheila. Oh, Angie, I'm so sorry. Gosh, that is the hardest thing. Losing your pet. We were talking about that the other day. My husband, I don't think they had pets when he was growing up. I mean, they might have had a cat or something, but our dogs are really the first dogs that he is like bonded with. And he always says, gosh, I hope they go, he says, I hope I go before they do. And I told him, I said, you have no idea how hard that is. I was telling Amanda, if you watch college football, Kirk Herbstreit, he lost his dog recently. And y'all, they were doing game day, like on Saturdays, if you turn on like college football game day, you know, it's got all those broadcasters, sportscasters. He couldn't hold it. He couldn't keep it together. And I was crying. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, Greg, you have no idea how painful that is. Oh my gosh. It's so hard. I'm so sorry, Angie. Hey, Sandra. Oh, kidney failure. Oh, I had a dog that had Cooper. She had congenital heart failure. Is that what they call it? And she started having seizures and all that. And my ex-husband, my husband at the time, he was like, you're just gonna have to go. She was like 15 years old. He said, you're gonna have to go and have her, you know, put down. And I was like, I can't. And then she would have a seizure, and I was like, okay, I can't let her do this anymore. And so I called and I made the appointment. And the day before, she was running and jumping and happy. And I was like, I can't do it. And I would cancel, and then it would happen again. And I would schedule, and then she'd get better. And it was so emotional. It was just... And then she finally passed here at the house. And oh my gosh, he just called me bawling. I was like, oh my gosh, I was at work. So hard. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Lisa. Congestive heart failure. That's what it was. And they said that that's why she was having, what did I say? I just said something gross, didn't I? I'm so sorry. She was having seizures really bad. It was just so, it was so hard to watch. Okay, I printed 2 sheets of this. I bought a file on Etsy for like digital papers. And so I printed 2 of these. They're like a winter, it's just a winter scene, little snowy houses and stuff. I'm gonna add it. I know it probably seems weird with a Nutcracker, but I just want to add this on here and just see how it turns out. I just want him to have a winter feel to him. So I think because it breaks it up a little bit with this belt right here. So I want to do his sleeves and this part of his jacket, because there's going to be some buttons right here. I might do the buttons red. I just want to add that weird pop of red somewhere in here. So I think I'm going to do it here, and then his little shoulder pads are going to cover up here, and then his cuffs are going to cover. So I think this is the tricky part right here. I got to figure this part out. I'm just going to go for it. To about right here. Like I said, I'm just eyeballing this because All right, here we go. This pencil is not very sharp. Okay, let's just see what we get. Fingers crossed, y'all. See, I think all the different prints will be really pretty too, but then I worry, oh my gosh, what if it gets too busy? But that's why I was trying to do some things, paint them solid, you know, so it's not quite so bad. We'll see. Let's see how this goes. It's easier when the pieces are all separate and you can just like handle each one separately, sand it, and then just glue it in place. But this one's a little tricky. Hope I didn't get too close to this edge. I think if I got too close to the edge, I can probably just use some blue to kind of shade it and make it look like I meant to do that. Okay, so if I put this here, there's going to be buttons here. There's going to be shoulder pads over here. There's going to be a belt with the buckle going across there. I don't know. Okay, what's the buttons? There'll be buttons. Here. I'm wondering, oh, I don't know. Hold on, where's his head? We're gonna go for it. We're gonna try. We're gonna see what happens. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Marlene. Hey, Darlene, Marlene. I have a cousin named Marlene. I always thought that was such a pretty name. All right, so we're just gonna go for it. So I ended up not needing this cutting. I thought I was gonna have to use the X-Acto knife to cut out those spaces under the arms. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on here. Let me get my Mod Podge back over here. Okay. Yeah, I like when they're separated like that. That's one of my favorite things about all these kits, because I always see people say, oh, I can't do that. And I'm like, no, go on and watch me put one together. I show you. And I always joke. I told my husband, I have this saying. Of course, I say it about everything, not just this. Like, you know, anything. I've always said, I used to say it to my kids, it's so easy a monkey could do it. And my husband was like, that's really not a good analogy because monkeys are pretty smart. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't know then. That was always my little thing I would say. Oh, you can do it. Anybody can do it. But it really is. I tell people all the time, they're like, well, can you paint that for me? Because I can't. And I'm like, I promise you, you can. It's so easy. It just makes it so easy. Okay, here we go. No. Now this is printer paper, so it's a little thinner. I was saying that paper from that pad from Michael's, that paper is thicker. Oops. This, I just printed this on my printer. love this. Man, I would love a set of dishes. Look, like some little winter dishes. That would be so pretty. I don't know why. It makes me think of my nanny, my grandmother. I feel like she had some china or something, or some dishes that had that print on it. But it feels like they were like green or something. You know how you see something and it kind of makes you, it reminds you of something from your childhood. There's something about this print. Wouldn't this be pretty? Oops. Plug my phone in. Hold on a second. Oh, I usually always do that. Okay. Wouldn't that be some pretty dishes? Like all these little houses and snow. All right, I guess you just got to trust the process. Wait till it's all together, because sometimes things look crazy until you get them. It's like when you're painting a room and they say don't freak out until you get the whole thing done. Sometimes you got to go through the ugly part first to get to the good. Okay. Okay, like I said, I want to add a pop of red somewhere. I just don't know which. Okay, y'all tell me, would you do his sleeves the same print, or would you do them solid blue? I mean, should his jacket and his, I don't know. I'm gonna do his cuffs. A lot of the ones that I saw on Pinterest, these shoulder pad things were gold, and it was really pretty. Do you remember them hanging on your wall? Yeah, I mean, I don't remember eating off those plates, but I feel like I saw plates with patterns like that at her house. Okay. So he's gonna, these have tape on them. I'm just gonna stick them on here for a second. Okay, he's gonna have buttons. And don't forget, he's got his little beard goatee thing is gonna be hanging down. So it's really gonna, there's gonna be stuff, I just taped them on here. There's gonna be stuff over it. So it's gonna kind of take away, it's like a big, it's a big in your face thing right now, but all right. So I just want to know, where am I going to add that pop of red? I didn't bring my little nail file in here. I grabbed it and I didn't bring it in here. I really need the nail file. pink. His sleeves are part of his jacket, yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna do that. Where's that paper? Here it is. Trying to keep moving because my mind is still like trying to think what to do, but I'll go ahead and do the parts I do know. Okay, I have to mark this on the back. Let's see, there's part that shows there. So I'm trying to mark where things won't show, like his shoulder pads are going to cover up here. But there's like little, it's almost like a comb. So little bits are going to show through there. Sorry, y'all. That whenever I sand stuff, my nose is just tickling. Okay. So there and his cuffs. Okay. Y'all, if I've taken too long and y'all have to come back and catch the replay, I totally understand. This is a lot. And I thought I kind of had it a little bit planned out. Just even thinking I have it kind of planned out, I'm still kind of second guessing, you know, all this pattern. How's it gonna look? But we will find out. Okay, there's one sleeve. Guess I don't need all this. All right, last sleeve. This is why I did not do it in that event, because I knew I wouldn't get probably half of it done. I always hate not finishing my project during an event. I hate saying, well, I'll finish and I'll snap a picture. I feel like I failed. It's hard. The 30 and 45-minute events. I'm in another 30-minute event December. Oh, I'll have to go back and look. But it's only a 30-minute. I'm like, oh boy, that's gonna be stressful. I guess guess it doesn't matter. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure all the overlap is over on this side so I don't have to sand all the... It's so hard to get in that little crack there. So I'm going to get right at the edge best I can. There. Okay. All right. Now this is really this jacket is the only part that's really got me kind of nervous. So if we tackle this, we should be moving right along. And I can at least lay it on there. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with that, that base. But I can lay it on there so we can see how it's going to look. I wish we could have music on here, you know? I always like to have music playing when I'm crafting, but, you know, Facebook. And, you know, if you watch Carol Ruth, she always has her headphones on. I would be shouting at the camera, you know? You know when you have headphones, somebody has headphones on, and they start talking really loud. That would be me. Y'all be like, why is she screaming? Okay. All right, let's get another idea. I've still got to sand it and all, but let's get an idea of how it's gonna look. Is there tape? Yeah, there's tape on the back. There it is. I might do these in red. I think that was my original plan because I wrote red on the back of it. This is blue. Maybe this way. If anybody just popped in and was wondering, why are you putting that? These are going to be painted. I just want to see. Oh, Mod Podge my napkin to him. Eep. So he's getting that. I kind of like that. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna paint these red. I know that sounds weird. I wish I had like a red print, but again, it might get too busy, and I'm trying to keep some things solid. I'm gonna paint it red. I'm gonna dry brush it to soften it up a little bit. Let's just go for it. He's gonna be a fancy French nut. Yes! You wear one earbud so you don't scream. See, Carol Ruth, she'll be singing while she's crafting. And I'm like, y'all would be like, I can't watch that girl. My singing is not good. Okay. Just gonna do some red. Can y'all see? I know this sounds weird putting the red, but I just feel like it's gonna give it that pop that it needs. Remember, we just gotta trust the process. Do you see? I know it looks weird right now, but we'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute to sink in. See what happens. Okay. That's red. I think, okay, what else was I gonna do red? Hold on, let's see. Oh, I'm gonna do the cuffs. Okay, so his shoulder pads, I'm gonna do the little cuffs on the ends of his sleeves, red. Okay, look, I wrote red on the back. So the other day when I was really like in deep thought about this, I thought about it. So I'm just gonna go with whatever idea was going through my head that day. I feel like I had a plan. Michelle, I think I had lost comments over on the first take of this video. It was right before I asked you on your coffee, what day are you on? I know you go on every morning at 8 and do your coffee chat. I was telling them to go over, well, you might have still been there. Y'all probably could hear me and I couldn't tell if y'all could see, but after that, I couldn't see comments anymore. Do you do it on weekends too, or is it just during the week? I think that's so fun. Okay. All right, while that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and paint his goatee, chinny chin chin thing white, and his hair white, and the whites of his eyes. Tape. I don't know where it went. Okay, white. And the little snowflake that's gonna go up on his hat, he comes with a star, but I'm gonna replace it with a snowflake because I'm trying to make him a winter Nutcracker. I think I'm gonna do it white, but because his hat is so light, I might kind of shade it a little bit with some blue. Be pretty in silver too, but I don't know. Hey, Stella. What are you doing? Stella just came in here. Stella's my dog, in case y'all don't know. You can't carry a tune either. I can't neither. Sometimes I sing, if I sing in the car, if it's just me and the dog, Stella, I have a picture of her. I was singing along and I looked over and if you could see the look on her face, it was so bad. She looked worried and I was like, honey, it's okay. I was just singing. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I sounded upset. Okay. I kind of want to lay him out on there so we can kind of see where we're at so far, but I just got a little bit more to do on that jacket. I think a lot of it will just be paint, so we're gonna do the bottom of his jacket to match the top, but other than that, it'll just be easy just sponging on a paint color. Hey, Jackie. Hello. Hey, Reggie. Welcome in, y'all. We're doing a giant nutcracker. Well, I say giant, but I've seen some nutcrackers on social media. You know, have y'all seen those that you can paint yourself, the big? Where do people get those? Like Home Depot or something? I just wonder, how long does that take to paint that big thing? But this is it's a big one. He's meant to be a porch leaner. And I also shrunk him down. I've got this, he's like 30, he's right at about 33 inches tall. And then you just put him on, you can put him on whatever base you want. Like if you want to do a porch leaner, you could just get like a 1x12 at Home Depot. Cut to, you know, 46, 48 inches, 50, you know, however tall you want it. Are you okay? I'm getting sick. Hey, Sherry. Okay. All right, there's his hair. Touched it. Hang on. And just dab over this one more time. Yeah, I have him in this size, but I also shrunk him down to 2 feet, so he's 24 inches. So there's gonna be, I don't think I've put that one in my shop yet, but if anybody's looking for one that's not quite this big, there'll be that option too. Let me just dab this real quick. I just don't want to have to go back over it and touch it up or paint, give it another coat once it's glued on there. It's just easier when they're separate like this. There's been, I must have seen a commercial or something, because there is a song stuck in my head. And y'all, it must be from like the 70s. You know how commercials will use old songs? It's, I don't know who sings this song. It's playing in my head though. God, it's crazy. Who sings that? I think it's Chicago. Do y'all remember that band Chicago? All right, his belt, I'm just gonna do, I'm just gonna do his belt blue, just paint it. I don't know about his buckle, but I'm not sure yet. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Alice. Oh, Walmart had the huge nutcrackers. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. Those big ones that you can paint. I've been seeing them all over social media. All right. For his buttons. All right, while that's all drying, I'm going to go ahead and glue his boots and his little cuffs on here. One goes, yeah. Oops. You want to karaoke and you got your CD record? What? You're a good singer? Jealous. That's not fair. There was a girl at, we had a Friendsgiving get together last Saturday here at my house, and my daughter Callie had invited one of her friends. Well, she invited several of her friends, and one of the girls I had not met before, and Callie said she has a really deep she said she has a deep voice. She was born without a thyroid, is what Callie said. I think that's what she said. She says she has a deep voice. But they go to karaoke, and one of the guys there said, when Callie was telling me that, she said she has a deep voice. He said, yeah, but when she sings, she sounds like an angel singing. He said, man, her singing voice is amazing. He said it kind of freaked me out because she was talking and everything, and she has a really deep voice. And then she got up there and sang, and he was like, who is that? That's crazy. I know these colors look kind of bright right now, but I am going to dry brush them, and it's gonna tone them down a lot. All right, once I start doing this, I'm going to lay it out so we can at least see what it's going to look like laid on that board, that frame. Okay, come on, there. Okay. Okay. Like I said, the colors are all different right now, but I think once I, these are his legs, his boots. I think once I dry brush it, it's going to kind of soften it up and it'll all kind of go together. All right. Let me just sand this real quick. What time is it? 6? Okay. I know everybody's probably getting ready to go to dinner. We'll eat dinner. Cooper said, yeah, me. Okay. Okay, let's see. All right, the snowflake is here. Okay, so I was saying I painted the snowflake white. We have a meatloaf, yummy. Okay, but see, it's white, but his hat is such a, it's a light blue. I might just kind of hit the edges a little bit with some blue. Just to give it a little bit of a, I don't know, kind of shade the edges a little bit. I got a little carried away there. Just so it'll stand out just a little bit. And like I said, he's gonna have this crown here. There's gonna be a crown up there. Oops. So his snowflake's gonna have to go up higher. There we go. Be like that. And then there's a little ball that goes right there too. All right, let's see. He's got, all right, should I go ahead and lay him on? I'm gonna go ahead and glue the red pieces on. Yeah, let me just give him a little help. Hey Lavada, hey Joan, hey Barbara, hey Claudia. Hi everybody. We're working on a big nutcracker. Actually I'm gonna lay him out just so we can kind of see where we're at so far. The base that I have here, he's meant to be a porch leaner. So you're going to like a taller board, but I have a frame that I found at Goodwill. And it's just a teensy bit too short, so I might have to kind of, I have to rig this a little bit. All right, let me glue these on. But this is, I know it looks wild right now, but this is his body, his jacket, and all that. He's gonna be a winter not a Christmas nutcracker. He's just a winter nutcracker. So, I know it looks a little crazy right now, but I'm hoping the end result's gonna be good. Really hope. Okay, so this is the shoulder pad. his cuff. This little. Okay, we still gotta trust the process. Like I said, I'm gonna dry brush it and everything, so it's gonna change that bright red a little bit. It won't be quite so bright. The ornament box, the 12 days is 12 days of Christmas ornaments, and actually you get the whole box at once. So they're all gonna be wrapped up in the box. Otherwise I'd be shipping something every day and that would get really costly. So you'll get one box with with 12 ornaments in it, 12 ornament kits. And I'm gonna do one each day. I'm gonna do one tonight. So all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna reach into the box. I'm not gonna show the whole box at once because I really wanted it to be a surprise. Last year, the 12 days of Christmas crafts, 12 days of Christmas crafting box, it was a surprise box too. But once I sent them out, I started like doing like one project at a time and just kind of revealing them that way. But I think I'm just going to reach in tonight and grab a random ornament out of it, and I'll go ahead and create one. So every day you'll see a different ornament. But the box is actually, it's already for sale. It's in my shop, but I just released it last night and I thought, why am I releasing it? I need to tell people about it. So I'll go on there tonight, and a lot of people probably won't see it till tomorrow, see the replay or something, but I'm gonna go on tonight and I'll just reach in and grab one, and we'll put that together. Okay, so it looks kind of strange right now because I know people are probably going, that doesn't even match, but I'm hoping it'll all come together. Let's see. I want to dry brush it real quick before I lay it on there, just because that bright color. So real quick, we'll do that. And then I'll just lay it on there and we'll see. I still got to finish the bottom part of his jacket. And where's his belt? Oh, I've got his belt. Oh, I could glue his belt on too. I need to dry brush it. Okay, let's do this and then we'll lay it on there and see what it looks like. I gotta paint his buttons. Is this a button? Hold on. God, I've got pieces everywhere here. Real quick, I forgot his little button, his cuff link things. Hey, Susan. Hi, Jessie. All right, we're about to pop it together. I know y'all probably like, come on. All right, I'm gonna do white. They're kind of like the buttons on his cuffs, his cuff links, I guess, because they're red. And then for the shirt, or for his jacket, I'm going to do blue because it's going over that print. You know, that, it said hold on, how do you say it? Chinoiserie. Chinoiserie. It sounds like it's got a W in there. It's French. I was trying to find a lot of the toile patterns in blue. Okay. All right, let me grab my let me grab that brush real quick to dry brush this. Well, I thought I had another one. Hang on. Okay. All right. Real quick. Let me try this real quick. I'm trying to hurry. My husband hasn't gotten home yet, so I know he's going to get home and be like, what are we eating for dinner? I'm like, it took a little longer than I thought painting that. And that's why I was like, we'll just make this a two-part thing, because I'll come back tonight and work on this. Okay. Thought I had another chip brush. All right, so I'm just going to, real quick, dry brush some white on these other things. All right. Hey, Laura. Okay, let's turn this around. Okay. See how it just kind of softens it up instead of it being that solid. Like, see how this is solid blue? I don't know. I love dry brush stuff. I hope these are on here. Ramen noodle. Oh my gosh, that sounds good. I've been wanting Chinese. You said y'all got Chinese food last night. We had chili last night. It was really good. When Callie was over Sunday night, Sunday night, she spent the night, and we were watching movies and stuff, and it was late, and I was like, I'm kind of snacky, kind of hungry. And she's like, do you have any ramen noodles? And I was like, no. And she said, who doesn't have ramen noodles in the pantry? And I said, I don't. I said, if we we get ramen, we usually order it from the noodle bar. She's like, who orders ramen? It's like, we do. It's really good. Because they do it with like a coconut broth. That's really good. It doesn't taste like coconut. It's just made with coconut milk. It's really good. Okay. See how it softened it up? Remember how bright it was? And I mean, you could go even more if you wanted to. But okay, so we got that. We got that. All right, let me just see if any of these other pieces need it, and then we'll go ahead and start putting it together. I'm not going to dry brush his mustache and all that. Okay, I'm just going to do the red. I think that's it for now. Oh, the belt. I've still got to do the bottom of this jacket. But we can at least get an idea of how this is going to start to look. Look at the difference. This shoulder pad and that shoulder pad. With the dry brush, it just, I don't know, it just tones it down. Doesn't feel like such a pop. Okay. All right, I'm going to real quick glue his buttons onto his jacket. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna wait till I lay him on there because I can see where his chin or his beard goes. All right, let's lay him on here and see what he looks like so far. I know I keep saying that. Sorry, I found one more thing I need to glue on here. Lost my Q-tip. Oh, meatloaf sounds good. Listen, oh, I should share this recipe. I know somebody already knows this, but I saw it on, if you like meatloaf and mashed potatoes, she did a meatloaf, mashed potatoes, jelly roll style. It was so good. We ended up eating it the next night too. I just made a different side dish to go with the green beans, and then we did broccoli the other night. But you make up your meatloaf like you normally would, you know, your mix, your meat and seasonings and all that, and the eggs. And then she laid out plastic wrap, like cling wrap, and flattened it out. While I'm talking, I'll start putting this together, just laying it out. Keep in mind, I haven't finished with this base. That's why I'm going to have to do it another, like a part 2. But I just want to see how it's going to look lined up. Anyway, she mashed out the meatloaf or the meat mixture really thin, like onto the plastic wrap. And then she spooned, she made mashed potatoes and spooned that over it, spread it out, kind of like frosting a cake, and then used, you know, the plastic wrap to help you kind of roll it into a jelly roll style. And then she baked it in the oven, you know, put your, you know, ketchup or barbecue or whatever you put on top of your meatloaf, and then bake it. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Like I said, I think he's just a tiny bit too big for this thing, so I'm gonna have to figure out something to do with him. Yeah, see? So I think what I'm going to do is, oh wait, I'm going to pop his face in, but I'm going to put some tape under it to hold him in place. Just so we can get an idea. Cooper, you're so dramatic. I like this part so far. I mean, I still got to finish this, but I'm liking it. Okay. All right, let me pop the little eyes in place. Okay. I love these little eyebrows. We can. Right. Oh, I didn't. Bless you. Okay, I haven't painted his belt buckle yet, but I'm gonna stick it on here just so we can kind of see how this is gonna look. Because we're just getting an idea right now. What do y'all think of the red with that print? It's different. Like I said, I haven't done the bottom of the jacket yet, so it looks a little weird right here. I don't think we're doing private group tonight. Well, I mean, we already did the 2 crafts. We could do, I was thinking we could do a recipe share. And I was saying earlier, I found a recipe and I mentioned it to my daughter. I was like, we should do this. It was for a stromboli. If y'all like stromboli, oh my gosh, it looked really good. It looked really easy. But I got to get the ingredients to do it. I thought it looked really good. Oops, wait. All right, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do different with his hat since he's a little bit bigger. I like the red too, but I'm just going to prop it up here for now. Hey, Maggie. Got everybody coming up here. Sorry, hang on. Okay. Is this the private group? What? This is on my, no, we're on my regular page. This is Studio J. All right, so I'm just gonna stick that there for now. His crown, oh, his crown is not painted, but I'm gonna stick it up there just to give us an idea. Y'all, I like the print. Okay, now his hair, one is bigger than the other, but that's how she made it. I think it's kind of weird, but actually he's holding a, what do you call it? He's holding something and it covers a little bit of like where his hair is. I don't know. I'm going to figure out a way to, oh, you know what? I'll probably lower this. And I'll just put something under there to hold him in place. Hang on. I'm having to rig this to make it work. But like I said, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do with this base. So that's why we're going to hold off on finishing him up. But okay, now I can put his hair on. Okay, like I said, the crown has not been painted yet, but I might do it in gold. I don't know. And then, like I said, there's a, I might do this in red. Put it up here. All right, but that's where we're at so far. Am I missing any pieces? So I know his jacket's very busy. And everything's taped on here, so it's a little wonky, but yeah, I got a good bit done. It's this base that I'm worried about. And I just gotta get the bottom of his jacket. I gotta figure out this whole triangle thing. Because I'm definitely gonna do these sides to match his jacket. And I might, whatever I do with the base, I'm probably going to add some snowflakes all around because I want him to be a winter Nutcracker. That's why he's not traditional Christmas colors or anything like that. And I might, oh, you know what? And I was telling you, I went through like some of my embellishments. I even have like these stickers from Dollar Tree. Ooh, that would be you know what? Even if I don't put them on there in this turquoise color, which the turquoise might go with the blue, I don't know. I don't know if y'all remember that picture, that wood thing I did, and I put these stickers on it, and then I painted over them with chalk paint. It made it look like it was like studded. It was like a cream color instead of this, and it looked really pretty. That might be kind of cool across the, and just paint them like the gold or whatever color I end up doing his crown. But also like these little snowflakes might be really pretty, like on his little cufflinks, like right there. I think I have smaller ones too, or snowflakes there. I don't know. Oh, on the tips of his crown. I don't know. Give it some here. So again, I want him to be more winter. So I like him so far. I really like this. I know that's weird. That's probably either you love it or you hate it. So I know that's kind of a weird accent for some people, but I like where he's getting so far. He's going there. I mean, he's got a little ways to go, but we'll get there. Okay, so I am going to come back. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I know that took a long time. I am going to come back on here tonight, and I'm hoping I'll have an idea for this. But I'm gonna do one of the ornaments out of the 12 Days of Christmas ornament box. I don't know which one it'll be. I'm just gonna reach in and do a random one. So we'll paint an ornament tonight. It's actually gonna be kind of late. I'm gonna come on here about 9 Eastern. So if anybody is up, if you're not, the replay will be on there tomorrow if y'all want to watch that. Thank you. Hey, Catherine Kelly. Yeah, it's crazy. I know. I want to figure out. I'm gonna post a poll in the private group and see because I know this time of the year everybody's a little crazy. I mean, I know I am. So if there's a better day or time to do, crafting together, we'll take a poll. I'm not gonna do it on this page. We'll do it in the private group. All right, so I will be back on here. Y'all go get some dinner, and I'm gonna let these dogs out, get them some dinner, and then I'm gonna get some dinner, and then I will meet y'all back here. Anybody that wants to come back this evening, I'm gonna come back and do a Christmas ornament. Like I said, I don't know which one it'll be because it's a random surprise, whatever I grab out of that box. So thanks for hanging out with me, though. I know this took a while, but I think he's coming together really good. But let me give y'all another close-up look where he's getting so far. I'm gonna do something different with this background and this frame, and I wanted to come up with some other ways to make him more wintry. I still got to finish this part and this belt buckle and his crown and the top of his hat. Oh my god. So yeah, he's almost 33 inches tall. Like I said, he's meant for a porch leaner. So you would just go to Home Depot and get you like a 1x12, however tall you want it. And then, but I also cut him in a smaller, I cut him in a 24 inch. And I was going to go even smaller than that, but then I got to thinking, I have that 16-inch Nutcracker in my shop already, but he comes on a stand. But if you didn't want him on that stand, you could, put him on a sign or frame or whatever. So, we'll play around with we'll finish this one and we'll do an ornament, some late night crafting. All right, so y'all go get some dinner, and if you're up and about, you want to come back by about 9 o'clock tonight, I will be here. All right. The sprinkles, where did I get them? Let me look. I think Amazon, but let me look because I posted a link to them. Let me look. As soon as I turn this off, I'll look, Susan, and I'll post it on my wall. I'm pretty sure. Or if you go back and look, I'll look, Susan. I'm pretty sure it was Amazon, though. I just looked up faux sprinkles. I mean, I know you can get them off Temu, but that takes, like, you know, forever. So, Amazon is, we have an Amazon plant right here in town, so sometimes we get same day delivery. All right. Okay. All right. I will see y'all at 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. All right. Y'all go have a good dinner, and I will see you then. Bye.